Hey everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you're all okay. Um, I got three decks in, mine slash mine, um, because well, this one I made, this one I I did the art on a deck that was already there. I will explain later. And this one, well, some might recognize the back, others not. But it's a deck I've only known about after it was already out of print. Then it was like it was never gonna happen again. Then there was like, well, maybe, and then it was like again, it will never happen again. And again, this is not for me to sell. I just made it for me. I searched the internet for the images, and well, I printed a deck myself. I will show you all that one too. So let me put this aside because I don't got space here enough. Okay. This one too. And let's start with this one because this is my Rastafarian Tarot. I've shown this one, which was also a little bit like the next one, with the black backs. What I said, it was a deck, but I redid the art, because I did that with this. This was based on the Reclaim Oracle. I use the keywords, but I'm not a fan of the art. It's just not my thing, so I created it on cannabis photography. It had a specific reason. I might have mentioned it, but anyway, I have this one. And let me see. I also have, which I kind of like to use, which is my Bob Marley Oracle. So these two, I kind of like to use together, but both is Oracle style in that sense, right? So I was thinking I need, well, a tarot. I found this, which is absolutely amazing. I love everything about it, but it's majors only. So I think I might have shown this one. I think I even did a walkthrough, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let me see. So yes, this is majors only, all reggae artists. Absolutely love it. There's nothing wrong with it, like I said, but it's majors only. So it kind of locks me into certain readings. And then I'm using the major only card in an oracle kind of form. You know what I mean? Like, because we cannot get well, the minor. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. But when I found this, I also found a cannabis version. Again, majors only. I love them. They will never go anywhere. But I was missing a full tarot, So let me put these aside. If we have time, we might do pulling all these cards a little bit together to see. Okay. So this is a very mixed deck. Yeah, there will be people that you might have seen, and then there will be, well, you and me people, like everyday people that we might know not the name of, So the fool for the Rastafarian Tarot became Genesis, the start, the beginning, right? I put actually a quote on there. Like I said, this is all my don'ts almost, like all mixed art styles. I was really experimenting. I even put on 2 cards, I think, some extra text. On this one, it was Look to Africa. Where a black king shall be crowned, for the day of deliverance is near. So, yeah, like, and different art styles, like I see photography, but this was different. It was painting, right? King Solomon as the Magus. I thought that would fit. And Queen Sheba as the High Priestess. And this is a rendition of her in the sense of, I don't know how, and this too, right? How accurately it is historically, you know what I mean? But that's a little bit how I might picture them in my mind. the Empress, we have Asfa, I always say that wrong, with, of course, her husband, Emperor Haile Selassie. I'm really liking this. The High Priest, for the Hierophant. You can still see the background, which is like a church in Ethiopia. You see the Ethiopian Bible, you know, all the spiritual teachings, right? The Lovers, I did do my crossroad, but also, well, the blessing of, you know what I mean? I did it all. The Chariot, this one was kind of funny, because I found this car, so that was beautiful. It's a teeny tiny car, but it was still so funny. So I love to use that. Justice, which is Mutabaruka. I used the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the paper, as the background. And in here, it's like a vinyl sticker. It's from the album of Bunny Wailer, Liberation. Here you see two cards, no justice, no peace. So that's justice. Okay, I will go a little bit quicker. The Hermit. The Wheel. I kind of did it like the stages of, well, of a family kind of unit, right? And I did DNA things here to give it a little bit of a twist, but still relevant. Strength. I love the facial expression of the lion. The Hanged One. This was a carving in, oh my god, I forgot the country where it was from. I wrote it down. But it was a carving of Jesus, you know. So I thought that would be interesting. And the tree, it all has, again, meaning, you know. Death, Temperance, the Devil. Again, it has meaning. You need to know, otherwise you might think like, what the hell? I did do a printing of text here. Give us the teachings of His Majesty. We don't want no devil's philosophy. I thought that would fit with Pope Paulus VI. The Tower. It's the Tower of Babel, of Babylon. And this was a drawing when Haile Selassie stood of the United Nations and kind of, well, told them how and what. Anyway, the star, the moon, the sun. There we go. Judgments. Yeah, I keep these pretty simple as celestials, you know. Judgments. If you know, you know. The world. I kind of like this world card. It looked good. And then for the minors, I did it really pippish. They do have some sacred geometry and stuff going on. There are little hints, but I kept it really simple. So that was the ace, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And well, as you can see, they all have this green kind of tone, right? It's a different background, but they are in color tonation. The Seeker as the Page, so the Seeker of Earth. The Warrior as the Knight, Warrior of Earth. This is Bunny Wailer. Oracle as Queen, but again, I didn't want to really put the male female here. It's more overall. So Oracle, it can be both male and female. This is Israel Vibration. And then King, I made Elder, because again, that can be either one. Love this card. Then Ace of Air, so Swords, the Mind. 3, 4, and here too we have different backgrounds with all purplish, a little splash of yellow here and there. Oh, there. 5, 6, here there's also 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I don't know if you can really see the background, like I said, where I was working with some sacred geometry and stuff. Then the cords, we have again the Seeker as the page, the Warrior as the Knight, which here is Peter Tosh, Oracle as Bob Marley, Elder of Air. I think he's so beautiful. Okay, and then Fire. So this was all purplish colored. Fire, red, orange. Ace. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we have again the Seeker. We have the Warrior, which is Julian Marley. The Oracle. And the Elder of Fire. I love this one too. And then the water. Yeah, if you don't know, a pipe, or the pipe is also called the chalice. So I kind of thought it was funny to make that the water one. So the Ace, the 2, the 3, the 4, 5, 6. Here too, all different backgrounds, you know, but all bluish. 7, 8, 9. My cats are doing something. So this was 9, 10. And here we have the Seeker. I do love how this turned out. The Seeker. The Warrior. I'm sorry. The Oracle. She's beautiful. Love her. And the Elder. It's the mom, the mother of Bob Marley. I love with the, oh, this turned out really, really good. So yeah, that's what I did. These were the backings, of course. So yes, that's it. This is the first one. This took me a little bit to make, but I'm happy I have it now. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, just random, right? I mean, we're not even shuffling. We're just picking top piles, right? Wait, let me put this aside a little bit. And then, I don't know if I shuffled enough already. Let's give it a try. Oracle. See, we need to go a little bit like this. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get the big stuff. Oh, cool. I was hoping for some numbered ones, but this will do. This will do. You know what I mean? I mean, this works. The vibration is the same. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Okay, let me see if I can get some. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? I actually really like this. I think this is a good idea. Yeah. I'm liking it. What do y'all think? I would love to know. Like I said, because I know not many people love pips, you know. I don't mind at all. On occasion, I actually really love a good pip deck. Yeah, I wanted to make this one pip. Okay, let me put these aside. Okay. Alright, these were the backs of my cannabis deck. Really love these backs. So yes, I don't know how I will do the reading with this one yet. I might do a play with me in the future, that I might build a reading, and I'll put the camera on while I'm doing that. If you're interested, at least. I will see if I can do that. But yeah, this is my Rastafarian Tarot, not greatly shuffled, so... but yes, I love it. I love everything about it. It's gonna do what it needs to do. And again, very personal, right? If you make your deck yourself. So I really love that part. I cannot deny that. So that's this one, yeah. Okay, let's put this aside a little bit. Let me get this one. Okay, this is, like I said, with the Cannabis Oracle, that was based on the Reclaim. This one is based on the Phenomena Oracle, where it has all these weather types and other phenomena. Okay, no disrespect, because I truly understand, but there are like 32 cards in the deck. I think the deck was around 30, and for me shipping will be around 20. And then if I import that from the States or wherever outside of the EU, I need to pay the tax on it. So for a relatively small deck of 30 something cards, right, for me to pay 60-70 euros, yeah, no, it makes me not even want to try it. But some years ago already, I saw the Phenomena deck on Miss Kelly from The Truth in Story, her channel. And it was interesting. I didn't really care for the art, but it was interesting enough for me to search for it. And then I saw the prices. Even now, it's not better. I checked again recently, because it has been coming back on other YouTube channels. So I was actually thinking, and I was on the site, and I was like, yeah, but this is ridiculous, you know, I'm going to be ending up paying 80 euros for it. So I was like, no. And then I was trying to find all the reasons why I shouldn't buy it. and well, one of them was like, I don't like the art style. And then the other voice was a little bit sarcastic in the back of my mind. It was like, yeah, but you can change it. And this is how this started. I was like, of course, I can make a deck for myself. It will cost me considerably less, you know, and I can really make it how I like it. So sorry, that was a long rant, you know. Before I will show you some. So Rain, like I said, I used the same cards. I just, like I said, put my own art there, you know, in that sense. I used photography in this case. Germinate, sorry. Blizzard, Geisher. And with some of these pictures, they really look beautiful. Most of them, in all honesty. Smoke, Volcano, I mean, that's awesome. Fire, Fog, I love my sun. Snow, Crystallize, Frost, Haboop, Rainbow, Tornado. So it is the same. Like I said, I just used photography art to show the landscapes or weather things, you know, that were mentioned. And like I said, for me, now I can get to experience this, if this is even working for me. You know what I mean? You never know. You might like a deck when you watch it, yeah, on YouTube channels. But once you have it, yeah, it's not, well, it's not for you. So I love to find out this way. And I was also thinking, I have no idea if there are more phenomena, because, well, this was just a thought in my mind, you know. But I was like, maybe even in time I can add to it, you know. I can make other cards that I want to add to the deck, you know. So that was kind of an interesting thought. Here the backs are black feathers. I don't know if you can see it, because they're black feathers. Just a simple backing, you know, just something beautiful. So yeah, that was the Phenomena Oracle that I just, well, did with my or with art, you know, that is different than the original. Okay, and then the other one. I know that some people, yeah, will have an opinion, and that's fine. I'm not gonna sell this deck. I just did this for me. The Delta Enduring Tarot I have heard a lot about. By the time I found out about this deck, it was already out of print. And it's one of the only ones that keeps scratching in the back of my head. There's another one, you know, but this is one that kept scratching, you know, like me checking again. And with all the respect, yeah, but I will never, ever, ever, yeah, pay 4, 5, 6, any of those amounts, you know, hundreds of dollars, euros, or pounds, you know, for a deck. I might like something very much, yeah, but I will never go, no, it's just not gonna happen. To each your own, you know, but it will not happen with me. However, this one, again, kept scratching at my back. In the back of my mind, you know. That sounded weird. Anyway, when I had the last time the thoughts, you know, I actually checked online and I found most on the creator side, under some other sites, but I found all the arts. I think there were a few cards that I needed to play a little bit with, instead of coloration and tone and all that, you know. And they're not perfect, but they're not horrible. And that was at this point the most most important for me, because the rest was actually really, really good quality. So I wanted the deck to work. So yeah, like I said, this is not an original, but this is just for me, you know, the Delta Enduring. The chopping was done off. It's not in the middle. And then I saw a walkthrough. I saw it before, but it didn't stick in my mind. But I put one on again, and somebody was mentioning that it was off by them, and that kind of was almost like a blessing. So fun, it's okay. The deck was blessing itself. There are some differences in my deck. I will explain them when I get there. Why I did what, because well, I could. That's the honest answer. So that's the Fool, the Magician, High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor. Okay, here, this is totally me. I looked for the original picture and it wasn't there. So that means by the time I put it in my document to make, you know, I added somehow these red stripes. I have no idea how, but it was totally my fault, not the printers. So it was almost like the deck was marking itself like, yeah, you can play with me, yeah, but don't even think about it. Anyway, I did, if I ever do it again, for what kind of reason that might be, you know, I do have a clean version of this, but I think I kind of like it for now. I might reprint this card, but for now, I think I like it. The Hierophant, the Lovers. Okay, and now I did again a thing, you know. Wait, let me get the rest of this. All right. So don't get me wrong, I apparently need to say that, you know, there's nothing wrong with this card. But in the deck, there are 4 extra cards after the Major Arcana. We have the Termite Swarm, the Hurricane, Mardi Gras, and the Heat. I don't know yet, yeah, how I want to put these in my deck. I know I will end up with them in my deck. I just need to see how, because I did a thing. The Lovers I made to discard, because I found it so cute. Lovers, you know, when I saw first the pictures before I saw the thing, the title, I actually thought these were the Lovers. And again, there's nothing wrong with this, yeah, but I'm not gay, so I would prefer to have my Lovers like this. But I ended up printing them also both, you know, because this is the original one, right? But if I work with this, then it's really like me, my deck even, right? Anyway, I will see. They're both in here for now. So because here then too, like I said, I have the heat, I have these extra cards, you know. So we will see how I do that. The Chariot, Justice, the Hermit, the Wheel, Strength, the Hangman, Death, Harm Reduction, which is Temperance, the Devil, totally love this card, the Levy, which is the Tower, I hope I said that correct, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, the World, Ace of Cast Irons. Cast Irons is Pentacles. The 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6. This was one of the cards that was not as clear as some of the better images I could find. But it was not horrible enough for me well, to panic. So this was one that was not at the same level, but still good enough to, well, have it in my deck. 8, 9, and 10. This one too. This one was really not great, but it was the best one of all the ones I had. It also, they ended up printing it really on the line here, you know. But again, in all honesty, I don't care that much. The Novice is the Page, Warrior, the Knight, Seer, the Queen, and Sage, the King. Moths is Swords, Ace, 2, 3, 4. This one was not as clear as the original ones. It was, however, not really bad. Again, very close to the edge, but still good enough to play with. This one too. This one is one of the worst in the whole deck. Which I hate because this has a very loaded meaning, right? The 5 of Swords in this deck. But I know what it looks like. I can still see it. But again, there are only a few. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Novice, Warrior, Seer, Sage, Oak, and this was also one. It was just not as sharp as the rest, you know, but again, not too bad. Because there are only a few cards, I was pretty okay with it, you know. So, yes. And like I said, I know certain people will have certain thoughts, and that's fine, you know. Like I said, I know it's not for sale, you know. I did this for myself. This deck has been calling out to me for some time now. I really want it. Every time I made even a question or a comment on one of the markets, you know, people were actually really, what's the word? Like really sarcastic, like, yeah, well, good try, something like that, right? Like, it ain't gonna happen. So like I said, and I kept trying and I kept trying. I also, because I want the deck, the completeness of the deck, you know. So yep, they are there too. Oh yeah, my extra cards, where did I put them? But yes, like I said, I want to work with it, you know. I can understand all these concerns, but I ain't gonna make money out of it, you know. There's no point for me. Again, I just want to work with the deck. That is what I want to do. So I can, well, sit around and be sad because, well, I don't have the deck. Excuse me. Or or you know what it is. I mean, if more than the half of the deck would have been that really bad quality, I wouldn't even have bothered, you know. But I got like 4 4 or 5 cards that are, well, questionable. Not bad, but they're questionable. So yeah, that's what I did. I did what I did. And again, I cannot say I'm sorry because I'm not, you know. I love that I have it. I love that it's a good size. It isn't perfect. Even my printer was not perfect here, you know. Oh, and again, I don't mind. I have a very good quality now, you know, that will keep me going at least until, well, they print a new deck. And if they don't, then, well, I at least have my deck. It's not exactly the same. I really miss the guidebook. I don't have that information, you know, but I will make this work. I will make it work, you know, because again, it's one I've been wanting for a long time. So I'm gonna enjoy myself and play with it. So yes, these were the decks. And while I love the fact that I have a copy of the Delta Enduring, you know, I'm really vibing with my Rastafarian tarot. I'm really loving it. I cannot wait to really play with it and really sit down, build a reading with, well, the rest of the decks that I want to be using it with. So this one really makes me excited, you know. Cannot wait. And like I said, even this one, because it's a smaller deck, of course. But since I have it in my hand, I kind of feel like, yes, this is nice energy to work with. And I also feel a little bit hopeful that I can maybe build on it, you know, make some extra cards. I really maybe even build this into a bigger deck, you know. Anyway, again, 3 decks all came in today because, again, it was printed through my printer. But I love it. I love all of them. They truly make me happy. And, well, that's it. I'm happy. So I wanted to share my happiness. New videos will come. Thank you for being with me here today. I hope you enjoyed what I showed you, you know. And I hope to see you all again soon. You know what to do. Stay safe, stay blessed. Okay, bye-bye.